Let's take a look at the chart action for Ethereum. Okay, so in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the different Ethereum charts. We got the Ethereum to US dollar chart, and then we'll take a look at the total crypto market cap to see what the total market's doing, and then we'll jump over to the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart to see which one is doing better, Ethereum or Bitcoin. Okay, so let's jump into the Ethereum chart. Okay, so here's what I've been watching on Ethereum. Let's go ahead and close that watch list. We had resistance right here. We had resistance and resistance. We're basically trending down on this line right here. I was waiting for to break this trend to get more bullish. It looks like we're breaking it right now, but it doesn't look like we're breaking it too crazy. The other thing I'm kind of watching is we are getting some declining volume going like this. I would like to see this volume pop up while we're breaking out right now. The thing that I've been kind of targeting in general ever since we kind of left these zones over here, I was kind of watching this bottom and top right here and then watching this bottom and top right here. But as we were breaking these zones, the next spot that I was looking at in general is these next resistance levels. We had one right here. There's possibly one right here, but the next one I was looking at is up here. These levels that I'm looking at are 3,374, and then the next one up is around 4,128. So I think these are my next targets in general. As long as we're trending up on this green line, pretty much, we have support right here and support right here. That's where I'm getting this green line. So until we break this trend line going to the downside, then I'm thinking that maybe we can look for it as support, and maybe it can help us push us to the next levels. What I'm thinking, I'm kind of wondering if we're going to do something like this. We're going to break out right here, get rejected, come back down, test like that, then get a bounce. It kind of looks like we're doing something like we have a shoulder, a head, and possibly forming another shoulder, maybe. The other thing I was kind of watching is if we go ahead and just delete everything, we had high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. And so basically we're getting lower highs and then lower lows pretty much. There was a couple of them that were kind of like they got a little bit, they weren't as low. Anyways, the main thing that I'm trying to say is we really want to break this spot right here. So we had these kind of higher lows, and what we want to do is get a higher high over here. If we can break this spot right here, then we'll be getting a higher high, because that was the high right there. Now we're getting a low. If we come up, get a higher high as opposed to getting a lower high, then if we like stop right here and kind of push back down, then we could potentially be forming just a lower low that's just not as low as the other ones were, if you kind of follow me. So this is a spot that I really want to see us break. And in general, like I said, we are kind of testing this trend line right here, which is the last trend line that I was looking at. Actually, no, there's one more. We have resistance right here and resistance right here. Let's actually do one more, because there is actually one more. And there's actually one more other thing that I wanted to show you guys. So like I was saying, we have this trend line pushing us to the upside like this. Let's see how far we can ride this uptrend going to the upside before we break down. This is probably the next trend line that I'd be looking out for. Once we break this one, I think we could get even more bullish. I think breaking this one is a good sign, though. If even just breaking it right now, I think is good. The next spot that I'm looking at are the resistance levels, sitting at around, let's see, what is it? 3,377 approximately. And then the next one up here, I like this spot because there's two resistance spots right here, and then there was a little bit of resistance over here as well. So I'm thinking maybe we could get up to this zone if we could break this other red line over here. Maybe we can come up and hit this one, or maybe this trend line in general. And this level is approximately around 4,118. It's possible that we come up to this trend line and get resistance as well and have to come back down and test. This is just some speculation, I think, and these are the next lines that I'm kind of watching. I think we need to break this trend line still, and I'm kind of watching this volume. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about with this is the volume is declining, but we are still trending up. So, and in general, I'm still watching this level as long as we're on this uptrend. Yesterday, if we go ahead and delete everything, we had a little uptrend on the 4-hour time frame, and I was also watching this. I didn't make any moves based on this trend line, but I was still thinking that we could maybe come back down and retrace to maybe something like this. But it does look like we got that support, and it looks like we're trending up again, kind of like we did back here, I think it was, where we kind of went down and then we started to break this other uptrend that we had, something like this. We came up, tested it, and then got rejected, came down, found that support, and just broke right through it. So I'm kind of curious if that's what's going to happen right now. The other thing I'm looking at, if you really want to look closely at the price, is if we break this top right here, sitting at around maybe 3,232, then maybe we can start getting more confident that we are going to head to this target around 3,387. It's pretty close. It's only, let's see, where are we at? From right here to right here is still, actually it's 6%. And like I said, I'm kind of curious what's going to happen when we come up to this level right here. Let's go ahead and bring back the red lines. Like I said, I'm very curious what's going to happen here. We also have this 180 moving average, and I talked about this in my last video, how we have this red line, we have this 180 moving average, and then we have even this little bit of resistance right there. We have this trend line, and we have this other resistance right there. So these are the next kind of spots that I'm looking at. If we could break through those, then I'll get much more confident on the next one. So it's basically step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, and then after that, then we can start really getting, then we can start looking at these spots up here at the all-time highs, and then we'll be trying to break them. First things first though, like I said, one step at a time, and then we can get more bullish on the other ones. Like I said, I was also kind of wondering if we're going to do something like this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also, you guys should join my Discord and join the crypto chat on there. But we're not done with the video yet. Let's jump over to the total crypto market cap. Okay, so we're looking at the total crypto market cap right now, and it looks very similar to Ethereum. We had two downtrends. We had one right here. We broke that going to the upside. The next one I was looking at is this one right here. Right now, we're testing it, and it does look like we're breaking it just like Ethereum, but I'm very curious if we're going to be able to, I don't know, I'm still kind of curious what's happening right now. It does look like we're breaking it. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. We did get a little bit of resistance yesterday, push down. Now it looks like we're coming up to test this top again. Like I said on Ethereum, if we could break this top, maybe something like this, then I'll be more confident on these previous resistance levels. Let's go ahead and delete everything. What I'm looking at is, let's go back to the daily time frame, are the resistance levels. As long as we're trending up, I'm watching these spots right here. We have resistance, 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 and resistance. So let's go ahead and do some red lines. These will be the next spots that I'm kind of targeting. One right there, one right there, or maybe not targeting, but maybe more looking at to see what happens when we get here. Once we get to these red lines, then I'm kind of curious if we're going to get rejected and have to retest the uptrend that we're on. We have support right here, support right here. It looks like we have an uptrend, something like this. This might be the bottom, and then we have another one that's going something like this. It looks like we kind of broke it yesterday, but it does look like we're still kind of on that. Something like that. Let's see how this kind of plays out, or what kind of uptrend kind of develops. In general, like I said, we have this nice support going like this. Let's see how far we could ride this uptrend going to the upside, or how long this will hold support. And in general, like I said, we also have this nice little move like this, and we are testing this bigger downtrend right now. I have a feeling that this chart is more following Ethereum than it is Bitcoin right now for some reason. It just looks more close to Ethereum. So in my opinion, this would be a good chart to kind of look at, to kind of follow Ethereum, or to get more information on Ethereum as well. I think if we break this going to the upside, that's going to be good for Ethereum. Like pretty much like Ethereum, we'll be looking at these next resistances to see what happens there. If we jump over to the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, here's what I've been watching on this chart. So let's go ahead and delete everything. We can kind of zoom out, and Ethereum has been doing really good compared to Bitcoin for a long time, but right now it does look like we're getting some resistance, and we are kind of in a downtrend. What I'm watching is we have resistance, resistance, something like this. We have this bigger downtrend, so until we break this downtrend going to the upside, I'm wondering if we should be looking at Bitcoin over Ethereum, but it does look like we're coming up to test that as well, and it does look like we're trending and maybe found a bottom. So what I'm also thinking is we have support right here and support right here. We're trending up, and it does look like we're kind of like in this spot where resistance is about to meet support, and we're trending to the upside right now. It looks like we're coming in to test this. I think if we could break this, this is going to be good for Ethereum, and some of that Bitcoin money will start flowing into Ethereum. As long as this chart is trending down, it's good for Bitcoin, and if this chart is trending up, that's good for Ethereum. Right now, it does look like we're trending up in the smaller time frame, but in like a bigger time frame, we're trending down. And in a bigger, if you look at the bigger picture, then we're also trending up. So it just kind of depends on where you're looking at it. Right now, like I said, I want to break this trend line right here before I get more bullish on Ethereum than I am on Bitcoin. Right now, I think Ethereum has been losing a little bit more. In this little downtrend, Ethereum probably lost more, but in this little uptrend, Ethereum is probably gaining more. So once we break this going to the upside, I think it'll be good for Ethereum in general. Right now, we are trending up. Let's see what happens at this little spot right here. So if we come back to Ethereum, it does look like we're breaking this trend line still. Like I was saying, the next spot that I'm kind of targeting is around 3,377. I really would like to see this volume come in a little bit more. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame and see how that looks. It looks like we're getting a little bit of volume right now, but I'm still kind of curious about it. Let me know what you guys think. Join the Discord and we can have a crypto chat. If you guys are new to the channel, check out this video right here. It's more information about buying and selling and some of my strategies more in detail. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up, and then I'll see you in the next one.